Some quite poignant moments, I think you'll agree, there from the Falklands War, 1982. And they used the 58 pattern webbing. I'm going to show it you in full, and we're going to field test it as well. And it was used by the forces out there, and the people who were out there would have been the Royal Marine Commandos and the Parachute Regiment as well. I know 3 section were there in 82, and I think they'd have used the 58 pattern webbing. Okay, I want to find somewhere where we can have a little sit down, take the 58 off my back, strip it down the components, because it is completely modular. It all comes apart and goes on pretty easy too, and we'll have a closer look at it. I think I'm going up there. The bird of prey, the hawk, he's actually a buzzard, is out today. He's chasing his dinner about, he's chasing other birds, and so he's off getting some breakfast for himself. So as soon as I found somewhere, we'll have a sit down. You're gonna have to forgive me, I'm puffed out, I'm stopping. I'm out of shape, too old. Oh, I'll get this up and back. Let's have a look at it. Let's clear some wood. Okay, there she is. I have my bivvy suit in a sleeping bag, compression sack. This is the modular backpack to the 58. It doesn't have rucksack straps. That threads through the yoke, and the yoke and belt holds the pouches. It has place on top of the pack to keep your roll mat originally, but like you can have your sleeping bag on like that. It's really simple to disconnect the pack. It has a U-clip and a D-ring, and it goes through the yoke, and it has two stabilising clips on spring clips, and it is just to stabilise it. So there's the pack. It has a housing here for your trenching tool. I've just got a normal little garden shovel for now. So it has the bands here on the pack to carry originally your roll mat, but a sleeping bag will suffice for me, or a sleep suit. 2 pockets either side, tent pegs in mine, little shovel in the other side. And that leaves you with the webbing. Again, D-clips, and again here some clips to hold the webbing on. And here spring clips to hold the poncho liner on. Do you see that? Spring loaded with a push here. So here it is, all laid out separately. The poncho roll, completely modular and separated from the webbing, yoke and pouches, has been separated from the pack, separated from your roll mat. And at the very bottom here, this is a poncho roll, and you'd put your poncho in there. I don't think it's big enough to get a poncho liner as well, maybe it is. If you want to carry a tent in this, you tie string between these 2 clips and extend the range of the load carry. Close them. Now again, it's completely modular, the 58, so it does come apart, and you only need to carry out the bits you want. You can use it just as a webbing, you can use it with the roll, or you can use it with the backpack, with or without the sleeping bag. That's up to you. Now, I've gone with the 58 pattern because I like the size of the kidney pouches. That's the 2 large ones in the middle. Now it's actually, look, it's just 1 pouch divided into 2, and the reason I like this with the 58, it allows me to carry the old stove, and you know, that's quite a chunky bit of kit. And it's not the lightest bit of kit, but it carries it well. I've got a tactical deployment vest that is nowhere near big enough to carry my favourite stove, and I'm sure we've all had or got one of these. It's the commando style mesh tins, and that's how big that pocket there is. Side on, fits in, and there's additional room. I could put other things in there, and so that's the reason I've gone with the 58 pattern, because it will carry the equipment I want. Now, I don't think the water bottle carrier here is from the 58, because the clips, as you see, are different. and I've just got my US canteen in there. Now, I haven't brought a water filter with me because I am only using this as a day pack, so I'm going to have to make a quart of water last all day. There is room, additional room in the pack to carry a filter. There's lots of space left over yet. It's quite refreshing. What I've also seen some people do is get rid of the kidney pouches and just have water bottle pouches all the way around. I don't know why you'd want to do that, because I like this additional space. On the end here you've got a separate left and right ammo pouch. Now these sit at either side of your hips. These are generous ammo pouches, really generous in size. Like I said, they'd have originally carried the SLR mags. I think you'd get at least 5 in there, 5 mags, I reckon. So that's, but of course that's not what I'm using it for. That's empty at the moment. There's the other side. And all I have in this one is some bits and pieces, a torch, a knife, a cup, drinking cup. So this is it without the pack or the roll mat or the Poncho Roll. It's just the webbing, tighten with the straps. And for a field camp, this is brilliant just the way it is. So whatever your hobby or interests, whether it's bird watching or photography, fishing, something like this, a rig, a simple rig like this with your stove and things in like that is going to be brilliant for someone like you, because I love mine. Now the reason I think I got a bargain was because it is it's very used. It's been used, it's seen service, seen a bit of action this has, and it's been passed down probably right down to the cadets. And what you'd have to do is you sign your name in all your kit, put your name in it, that's mandatory. And I've had a good look over this kit, and I can count at least 12 names. I don't know if you can see it. Matt Burkle, I think that you'll find there. Now the pack itself, Padre. I wonder if this belonged to the Reverend. Utoxeter would be where it was based. So it's a lot of signatures. I think I've counted at least 12 signatures. It's all on the inside of the webbing here, and even on the pouches and on the belt itself. So, following in good tradition, I have brought with me a Sharpie, and I am going to add my signature to, I think, the belt. Hey. So my signature's on that. You know, it's a good bit of kit. I've enjoyed taking this out. Okay, I'm going to put it all back together as a unit now, using the spring clips. Now, if you want to know how to put one of these together, there's other videos other people do, and I think it's a lot better than anything I could show you. I have put this together as best I can, as best as I could remember how to do it. Some of the elements of this, when I got it, were wrong. Had to readdress this here, and as you can see, this has come undone here. It should be like that. So I'm going to fix this. I actually got this pack with the loose change in my pocket, more or less, cheap as chips. I was looking at building up a 58 pattern in its individual components. Each pouch round about the £10 mark, what's that, $15–16 US, and the belt itself again £10 just for the belt, without any pouches, the backpack, the poncho roll, anything. So I got this for a real song. £10, everything. That's the backpack, poncho roll, kidney belts, ammo pouch, water bottle, all that for a tenner. It was literally the pound coins I had left in my pocket. I was very lucky. Now these things, the 58 pattern, is going to be a rare bit of kit because people are snapping them up, and at around the £10 mark it's not too bad, but I have seen them for sale for £63. That's like $100 US. It's ridiculous. So if ever you come across your 58 pattern, grab it. Just grab it. It's a good bit of kit, it'll last you for years. Now the mag pouches on either side here are tapered away on a diagonal. You might be able to see that. And that's so when you squat down like this, they're not resting on your leg, they rest away from you. So it is really good to move about in the 58 pattern. Okay, this is what it's going to look like on the kidney pouches, ammo pouches, water bottle pouch, poncho roll at the bottom, and the pack in the middle and the centre. I am going to have to look for a slightly larger belt. It's digging in to me a bit. So what I need to look for is a fat bugger belt. That's what I need, a fat bugger belt. I'm going to see if they make one. Either that or lose a couple of kilos. Now when I received this through the post, it was a bit whiffy, it was damp, and so it needs a lot of maintenance. It needs stripping down and putting back together. And the way I maintain any canvas is if you have any working parts on it, like these clips and runners for the cinch, is just spray it down with olive oil. You can get it in a spray can, olive oil, in a little plastic spray, and that's what I use to keep all the moving parts from seizing up. There are products on the market where you can waterproof things like canvas with, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it the same with my Alice pack as well. There is a way, apparently, I could attach my US Alice pack to the 58 pattern webbing using a different kind of yoke. I think it's the LC1 and the LC2 type of yoke, and that apparently fits onto the webbing, but I don't know how to do it. I've looked through YouTube and read a few forums. I don't think it's been done before, because the 58 pattern is a British pattern and the US is obviously US, United States Army. But I think the LC1 and the LC2 yoke will adapt onto it. It's only £2 or £3. What's that? $5. Bird of prey. So for that money, I may as well give it a try. Whether or not I'd actually want to put my US Alice onto the pattern 58 or 58 pattern, I don't know. It would become very, very heavy, and that's not the idea behind webbing. The idea is you carry a lighter load system, so you have to choose carefully what goes in your pack and keep it light. I wonder what lives down there. Bit too small for a badger set. It may be something like a rabbit warren. I don't know. I can't see any droppings down by the entrance here. I'll follow the track for you there. So, and rabbits tend not to defecate on their own doorstep. Good common sense. What they do is they build a separate little dig and use that, and their other dig is generally about 1 metre away from the rabbit warren, the rabbit hole. I can see here the disturbed ground, and it looks quite worrying. I'll show you why. Something here, I hope you can see, has been digging like this. I'm moving it all back, and look what I just spotted. I don't know if you can make it out here. There's a heel print and 1, 2, 3, 4 little claws, and look at the size of it. It's bigger than my hand. There's the claw marks. So whatever did that has a hand bigger than mine, and I don't know what it could be. It's had a really good forage about here, looking for something. It could be a dog. It'll be a big dog, that. A wild dog, I don't know. And suddenly seeing this, it's made me feel quite jumpy. So I have my knife with me, close by. Now there are a lot of creatures here. There's some sort of deer and things like that, but that was creepy. I could actually follow the track and see where it leads and track it. There's another one here. The way you track is you look for disturbed soil. There's another print here, again wider than my hand, and I can age this track by seeing if there's any leaf litter in the track itself, and there is. So it's a few hours old, if not a few days old. So here's the leaf litter, a fallen stick, leaf litter. So I can easily say that's more than a day old. And I can follow the disturbed track up here. There's leaves covering, blanketing the whole floor, and occasionally there are areas where there are no leaves, and them areas are where its feet have been, and it would have moved the leaves as it walks. Every creature, including humans, do that. If I look back at my own footprints, there's one of mine, and you can see that's fresh. There's no leaf litter or debris falling in that. There's more claw marks here. Another track here. Whatever is living in this wood, foraging for food or whatever it is huge. And you know, I've got quite an eerie feeling. I feel I'm being watched. It's not nice. One thing I don't like is unpredictable dogs, and perhaps it's a stray or one that's got lost, and the owners have been frantically looking for their beloved pet, and it's gone feral, it's gone wild, it's surviving out here. Jesus, there's a den. More evidence, more trace evidence of this is a pile of logs, and they haven't fallen like that, they've been placed like that, like a nest. I don't think I can see any beasties just yet. I did hear a dog barking, and you may have heard it on the tape if you rewind this episode at the beginning. I just thought it was a stray dog, or a dog on its lead with its owner. I may have been wrong. I think whatever is out here is still here. Okay, I'm out of here now. I've done what I wanted. I field tested it. It feels great. I've probably got another couple of kilometres to go to get home, but I'm going to go up over the ridge line, follow it, and then go that way. So I'm going to cover about, it's not far at all, about 5 clicks, and I should be home. It feels alright to carry, it really does. I've got no complaints so far. So if you find one of these, grab yourself a bargain. I did. Zoom you in, and I've got to be a bit quiet here. I can hear it up there. Shh, hear that? I can't see it. It sounds like a pig. It does sound like a pig, like a wild boar, something like that. But the print pattern of its hand wasn't right. Whatever that print was of had nails, big long tapered nails for digging, and that sounds like a wild boar or a pig, so the two don't fit there. I still can't see it with my eyes, I can't see it, but it can see me. You know what, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I was thinking this summer coming up here and putting my hammock up. I'm really am in two minds. Damn it, where is it? I want to see it, I really do. I don't know what it is. There's quite a rocky outcrop there. And there's the ridge. I'm going to scan this area and I want you to have a look and see if you can see something that I'm not spotting. Okay, I'm getting the hell out of here now. Like I said, just feels like I'm being watched. Jesus!